If you keep seeing cockroaches after spraying your kitchen, don't automatically assume you need a stronger spray. There may be a much simpler reason they're still coming back, and it's something I see people get wrong all the time. They spray where they can see the roach, while the real problem is happening somewhere they can't see. Behind cabinets, under appliances, around plumbing, inside cracks and gaps. Today I'm going to show you the mistake, where you should actually concentrate your effort, and the simple method I'd try before spending hundreds of dollars on repeated treatments. Here's the problem with the way most people think about cockroaches. You see one, you grab the spray, you spray the roach, it disappears. You think, problem solved. Then 3 nights later, another one, then another. Then you start wondering, how many of these things are actually in my house? The problem is that killing the roach you see isn't necessarily the same thing as controlling the infestation. Cockroaches need 3 basic things: food, water, and shelter. So if those conditions remain available, killing one visible roach doesn't solve the underlying problem. Here's the mistake I want you to remember. You're treating the visitor instead of the hiding place. Cockroaches don't normally spend all night standing in the middle of your kitchen waiting for you to find them. They look for protected places, cracks, gaps, spaces around plumbing, behind or underneath appliances, dark, undisturbed areas. That's why your kitchen can look perfectly clean, while cockroaches are still moving through places you never see. University Extension guidance specifically recommends sealing cracks and gaps where cockroaches hide, and paying attention to areas around plumbing and wiring. This is where I would change the strategy. Instead of thinking only about killing the roach you can see, think about where the roach is traveling and hiding. One tool commonly used in cockroach control is bait. The idea is simple. Instead of trying to chase every cockroach around the room, you put the treatment where cockroaches are likely to encounter it. EPA-approved cockroach gel bait labels, for example, direct users toward areas such as cracks and crevices, behind or under appliances, along baseboards and other suspected harborages, depending on the specific product label. And that's an important distinction. Don't just put something wherever you feel like putting it. Use a product specifically labeled for cockroach control and follow its instructions. If I walked into a kitchen with a cockroach problem, these are 4 places I'd pay particular attention to. Number 1. Under the sink. Look around plumbing penetrations, corners, and gaps, especially if there's moisture or a leak. EPA recommends fixing leaks and removing sources of water because pests need water to survive. Number 2. Behind and underneath appliances. Refrigerator, dishwasher, stove. Anywhere that's warm, dark, and difficult to disturb. Number 3. Cracks and gaps, especially around cabinets, walls, baseboards, plumbing, and wiring. Number 4. Clutter and cardboard. Old boxes, paper bags, and clutter can create places for cockroaches to hide. If you've got a pile of cardboard sitting in a dark corner of your kitchen, don't be surprised if something decides to move in. EPA and University of Minnesota Extension both recommend reducing clutter/cardboard and sealing hiding places as part of cockroach management. Now here's another mistake. People hear bait and think, more must be better. Not necessarily. You don't want to turn your kitchen into a chemical experiment. Follow the product label. Don't put pesticide where children or pets can easily reach it. Don't put it directly on food contact surfaces unless the label specifically allows it. And don't randomly combine different pesticide products. Some cockroach gel bait labels specifically warn against applying certain repellent sprays to areas treated with the bait because the spray can interfere with the bait's use. So the goal isn't use more chemicals. The goal is use the right method in the right place. And this is the part people skip because it isn't exciting. You can put down the best cockroach treatment in the world, but if your house continues providing food, water, and hiding places, you're making the job harder. Keep food sealed. Clean crumbs and spills. Don't leave pet food and water sitting out overnight. Fix leaking pipes or faucets. Take garbage out regularly, and keep damp areas dry. These aren't internet tricks. They're basic integrated pest management principles recommended by the EPA and extension experts. And this is why I don't want you to immediately think, I need to spend hundreds of dollars. If you've just seen one or two roaches, start by figuring out what you're dealing with. Where are they appearing? At what time? Where are you finding droppings or other signs? Where are the moisture sources? Where are the gaps? Where are the hiding places? If you have a serious infestation, especially in a multi-unit building, or you've tried appropriate measures and the problem continues, a qualified pest professional may be the right choice. But don't make your first move blindly spraying every surface. Here's what I want you to remember. A cockroach problem isn't just a cockroach problem. It's a food problem. It's a water problem. It's a shelter problem. And sometimes, it's an entry point problem. That's why the best approach isn't, how do I kill this roach? It's, why can roaches live here in the first place? Once you start asking that question, your entire approach changes. So before you buy another bottle of spray, check these 5 things. 1. Where are you actually seeing the roaches? 2. What's nearby, food, water, or shelter? 3. Are there cracks or openings around plumbing, cabinets, or walls? 4. Are appliances or clutter creating hiding places? 5. If you're using a pesticide, are you using a product actually labeled for cockroaches and following the label? If you can answer those 5 questions, you're already approaching the problem much more intelligently. So the next time you see a cockroach, don't just chase it around the kitchen with a spray can. Stop, look around, find the food, find the water, find the hiding place, find the gap, and then choose your control method based on where the problem actually is. Because killing the roach you see is one thing, controlling the place that keeps producing roaches is something completely different. If you want more cheap, practical ways to deal with the problems around your home, subscribe. And tell me in the comments, where do you keep finding roaches? Kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, or somewhere else?